Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. I want to zoom in on the concept of letting go and having courage to let go of a narcissist abuser. Oftentimes people are very confused, they're very bewildered, they lack a frame of reference, they don't know where to go from here. They've had such an uncertain foundation with this person. They've been in and out of the relationship for so long that they're really bewildered, they feel somewhat hopeless, and they really don't know how to get direction. They don't know how to reframe where to go from here. The concept of letting go means just that, letting them go. No matter how significant the person is in your life, if they have been abusive, emotionally abusive, psychologically abusive, physically abusive, you need to be able to and work towards letting them go. Letting them go means allowing them to move on in their life, being who they are, what they are, and not having to control them, not having to change them, not having to have them understand you, not having to come to closure, not having to discuss things, not having to have them understand how difficult it was for you. It's giving up all those needs that would come with trying to assimilate really, the common ground of a healthy relationship or someone who is non-narcissistic. If you try to take up this battle with a narcissist, they're truly not going to appreciate where you're coming from. If they are a narcissist and are lacking empathy, they're not going to be able to understand your feelings. They are just not capable. So part of letting go arrives at understanding that this is the psychological makeup of this person. This is how they operate as a person. This person was in my life for this period of time, be it a season, be it several seasons. However, now you're going to let them go the way that they are, with all that they've given you, with all that you have experienced, all that you've given and received, and all the lessons that you've learned, and you take with you, and you pick up your piece, and you move forward. Letting them go, when you are truly able to do that, it's going to occur in a series of stages, where at first you kind of, try to hold on to the relationship. You're trying to keep something there. You've got like one little straw, but as you know, if you try to, hold yourself up with a straw, on a poor foundation, it's just going to sink. So, if you're trying to salvage something there and you're having a hard time understanding and accepting this is how this person is, you have to actually be grateful that you are on this path and that you've come that close and you've been able to identify this is how this person is. I love them regardless. This is who they are. This is how they were. They've abused me, but I cannot take this anymore. For my own sake and for the sake of everyone else around me and everything else in life, I cannot continue to fight that battle with them anymore. I can't continue to live an upset life. I can't continue to arise these negative feelings. I cannot bear to live in hostility. I cannot bear to live in anguish. I cannot bear to live in distrust. I cannot bear to not be allowed and permitted to live my life. I cannot bear that any longer. So that's a cross I have to bear. That's an expression regardless of your religion. It means it's something I have to accept. And in fact, the Serenity Prayer, I think is highly recommended that you read that. I don't know if I can recite that right now. The courage to accept, and wisdom to know the difference between what I can change and what I can't change. So if you can research the Serenity Prayer and kind of review that and what that means, it basically is stating that, I accept this person with all their shortcomings and all their, personality traits and all that they've done to me, and I now let them go in peace. I let them go to live their life, and I hold no grudges against them. I hold no other further requirements from them. I, release them from any sort of emotional debt that we have. I'm no longer needing that as a relationship. I'm letting them go now. I'm accepting and I'm letting them go, and life will now provide me everything that I'm seeking. I am enough. Head to toe, I am enough. And that which I'm seeking, I will find in relationships. And it's in my active seeking that life will provide me and fill up that void in my life, because that void most likely was created in you from the narcissist. So what I'm suggesting is that if you continue to stay with them, that void will continue to be there, and it'll continue to grow and fester, and like you'll take it with you to everything you do in your life. You know, your job, you'll bring that. you know, to your church, you'll bring that. I mean, I've spent, almost my entire life, if I show up at church, I'm just crying for no reason. I cannot bear it. The emotional pain is so great. It's so great. So you have to let them go.